Hello everyone. Sorry here. Thank you so much for joining me for a Craft Roulette submission. This is for episode 237. I'm going to be playing with these essential dies that are from Trinity Stamps, collaborated with Sarah Liz, and I'll put that in the description box below. But the parameter is Popup card. That's the project, and I thought this essential die would be perfect for it. Now, the parameters are also trick or treat colors, boutique as the element, and jewelry as the random. So this essential die is going to pretty much do most of the work. I'm actually going to even use that diamond shape to create some houses, and they're going to be boutiques. So at first they're going to look like houses, but I'm going to try to convert them into little boutique shops and make a Halloween card. So this is going to be quite fun. And the thing that's exciting about this, and you'll notice that I'm off screen a lot, and I'm sorry for that, but it's because I was actually on vacation this, I guess, last week, and I was able to watch the show live as well as craft along, which I don't get to do very often. I'm usually at work. So I was watching and crafting at the same time, trying to finish as quickly as possible. So I was not paying attention to where my project was at the time. So you'll see a lot of it off camera, but that's okay. I just thought this would be kind of a fun little break to do something different. So off camera, I created all these little houses. Now I did cut multiple sizes and I didn't know which ones I wanted, but I ended up using the smaller diamonds, and I just had them off the page a bit so that they're only pretty much cut off in half. And that gives me the nice perfect house shape. Off camera, I then brought in another die from Karen Burstein, which also creates perfect pop-up cards, and it included some windows and a door. So I decided to cut all the windows in some yellow cardstock, and then I cut the doors using the same color as the house with a wooden door, I should say. I was going to say frame, but I actually went with the frame being the same color as the house, and then the door is going to be the brown. Then to add a little bit of light, I just used that same yellow cardstock and glue it on behind the little doors, and now it looks like the lights are on inside the house, which is usually an indication that candy is being served. But don't forget, we're not using houses. I'm still thinking houses because of the shape, but we're going to turn them into boutiques as best as that we can. And there we go. I'm going to skip through that because, like I said, most of this is off camera, so there's no point not seeing what I'm doing. And I'm just going to glue these down, get the windows in different orientations. So for one of them, I'll have 2 on the side, and another one I'll have 3, or different, just making each one a little different. So there we go. There's my first little window, and then I'll glue down my second little window. And then once again, I'm just going to fast forward this so that we can get right on with the rest of the card. We don't need to see me glue all the 3 houses or boutiques. And there we go. We'll finish that off, and all 3, sorry, are complete. And I'm going to kind of create it. The background die is actually part of the essential die as well, and I just cut it in 2 colors, and now I have like a grassy scene and a night sky, and it's almost creating this illusion that there's a hill, a very sharp hill. If I was trick-or-treating, I would not be going up that hill. I would find a different route. Now I'm just going to tie in some yellow just to kind of get rid of that white background, and using the die once again, I cut out a nice shape yellow background, which gives it a nice little embossing edge. And now I'm just going to figure out where these houses are going to be positioned, but essentially I'm going to have 2 in the back and 1 in the front. To turn them into boutiques, I'm using the dies that are from the kit, and I'm just going to take a darker shade of the colors, add it to the top, it's just a little die, and then a scallop underneath in white. And that's going to be my awnings for each one of these. And now they're boutiques. They're not houses anymore. That's my justification. Now I'm just going to glue this all together, creating a scene, the sky, and I'm not going to glue the whole grass scene down just the edge, almost creating a pocket. And that's because I need to tuck in my boutique. I'm going to put the sky down, and it's a nice black sky, perfect for trick-or-treating. I could have added a moon. That would have been kind of fun, but it would have blended with that yellow background. And there we go. I'm just going to start positioning these and then glue them down. This is looking really cute. I like how this turned out. I mean, I did rush it, so there's lots of room for improvement for polishing it off. But for under an hour of creating this, I'm pretty impressed. I did actually make it on time to submit it, so that was kind of fun, always seeing your name pop up when you're creating a card. And if you're not familiar with Craft Roulette, it is a game show that happens almost every Friday with the host Mary Gunn, and she will bring on a guest and they will roll for some parameters, and then they craft and create cards live while everyone just cheers them on and has fun, and it's definitely worth checking out. And I'll put that in the description box below for more information. Now this essential die, like I said, creates this pop-up mechanism, and so I've glued that right in the center, and I've added a black diamond shape here, and I'm just going to add the sentiment boo with some candy. Now that pattern paper that you see there in the purple, that's actually a stencil that I created from Crafting Kimmy. It was something I created earlier in the year, and I decided that I would just snip out some of the pieces and glue them here, but I'm only going to use the one little candy. I'm not going to use the lollipop. It didn't actually fit very well once my boo sentiment was placed down. And normally I would have my sentiment layered in about 3, but because I was against the clock trying to get my submission in as fast as possible, I only did 1 layer. I can always go back if I want to add 2 more. And there we go. Now I'm just going to add my little exclamation mark and then my candy. You can see I tried to put the lollipop in there, but it just was too big and was blocking things. So just the simple candy is all I need. Now the only parameter that I'm missing is jewelry. And so I figured I would use bling as my jewelry. As Mary had said in the show, bling is not but jewelry for a card. So I've totally taken that. And these are from Buttons Galore More. It was a nice Halloween sequence that I had, and I'm just going to make some stars. And I also had these little flat back elements that I wanted to put on here. I didn't use the pumpkin. I just used the ghost, and I thought that was really cute. It's a little trick-or-treater going around with its pumpkin bucket collecting candy. And then I decided there was these really neat embellishments. They look almost like stars, more than the other ones. And so I put 3 more of those down. And that's it. That is the card I created. It took me about an hour and 5 minutes to create it, and I've knocked it down to about 8-9 minutes. Not bad. So I do hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun creating this card. I absolutely love Halloween. It's one of my favorite times of the year. It's just, it really brings back great memories, and I love it so much. And this card just makes me smile so much. Until the next time, I will talk to you all later, and have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye.